Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy Monday. Alright, let's jump into that shit. I'm a little sleepy, so my bad. But yeah, let's talk about the narcissist and money. You gotta say it like that, money. Um, Honestly, if you think for 1 minute that narcissist just broke up with you, discarded you, and it had nothing to do with finances, here to tell you you're wrong. Sorry, babes. But it honestly has like somewhat of everything to do with finances. It's definitely not sex, because they have sex with everybody. So they're not like lacking, and they have sex with all types of different people. So it's not like the variety is not there. It's the finances. The finances are very important because narcissists, a lot of them, not all, my dad works or did work a lot. Most of them don't. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I apologize for that yawn. Most of them don't like to work. So it's about money. And whoever they ran off to just had more money or more stuff, to give. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, after they like straight up deplete your ass, and they will, and they'll deplete the next person too. They usually don't leave until you run out of money, right? So I have two examples from real life that I know of, right? I have more examples, but I'm only going to give like two. Um, my dad. We'll talk about my dad, right? He definitely strung this woman who he's now married to along for 3 decades. Okay? 3 decades. And she's a dumbass. She like knows all of his bullshit. She's the headquarters supply. But she has money. She has money. Now, even though he worked, my hoodie's kind of getting in the way, but it is like cold. It's really cold today. So I'm going to try to zip this down while I talk to you. But she has money. The whole time that he's ever spoken about her, which isn't often, by the way, he only has really mentioned that her net worth was something like, oh man, she's worth like $1 million. Her net worth is somewhere around $1 million. Something like that. And for the average Joe who's not like in Hollywood, $1 million, you'd be alright. So he finally, when his wife died, married her for money. She's the sloppiest looking woman, I swear, I've ever. She's sloppy in spirit. She's sloppy in her appearance. She's sloppy in every single aspect that any human being could ever have in their life. I mean, she's just really sloppy. I mean, he even used to complain like how gross she looked naked, which he shouldn't even been talking to me about that anywhere, confiding that to me, right? But he was like, she's so fat and disgusting and gross. Like, fuck, she needs to lose weight. Da 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 da. But her net worth, oh man, her net worth is like $1 million, right? And so, who did he marry? Her. He married her. Why? Because in the event that he looks up again and this wife dies, like his last wife just did only like 2 years ago, right? 2 or 3 years ago, something like that, whatever, right? Then maybe he'll get that shmoney, right? And that's what it is. My ex-narc, right? When he rolled out to, now he didn't want a family apparently because he rolled out on this one. But he rolled out to a single mom who made a lot of money, right? And he saw that her home was really nice. She had a really plush place, right? He figured, I could do this. I could live here. That's way more than I have now, which he already didn't have shit. The narc only has what you share with them. They don't have their own shit. All they bring is their diseased balls and their backpack to the table. They never bring any money for the bills or anything like that, right? So he rolled out to get money. And then when all else failed, he ended up with banging this like old ass bitch who was literally, I'm not even joking, 30 years older than him. Fuck a 2 to 5 to 7 to 10 year difference. This loser went with someone that was 30 years older than him. And guess what happened? She has, or sorry, I'll say had, but I'll story time that in a second. Money. Right? She was a whole Vietnam vet, supposedly. So you know her bills was paid, right? But even though she was sloppy and fat and gross, with a gold grill in her mouth, purple hair, with her head shaved on the sides, the hair was all purple, and gray pubic hair in the front of her forehead and shit, and a blown out vagina that he sent me photos of after hacking my account. Her vagina looked like a scrunchie. I mean, who even wears those anymore, let alone in between their legs? But shit, I mean, that vagina was blown out, bruh. Like, that vagina looked like somebody took a shotgun to that shit. Anyway, like a shotgun, like Elmer Fudd. What Elmer Fudd wanted to do to Bugs Bunny, somebody did that to her vagina, man. That shit was blown back like, bah! God, look, Stranger Things, man. Netflix, Stranger Things. That shit could have been a whole episode of Stranger Things. Anyway, clearly I'm traumatized from seeing it. That's how bad it was. Anyway, back to, let's focus. Okay, but she had money, right? I'm saying had because she was so fucking old and cracked out. That bitch just died 2 years not 2 years, 2 days after this past Halloween. Isn't that creepy? So how do you think he's doing without that shmoney? He's basically stuck with his boyfriend that's on the DL with him, blowing each other in exchange for pennies or something, so that eventually, I guess after enough months of blowing each other in exchange for pennies, they might be able to collectively afford something off of the dollar menu at McDonald's. Because they're all like diseased up and stuff and dying. Anyway, so yeah, I just want to let y'all know that. I'm sure you already know that the narc and financial abuse is really real out there. It is not a game. And after they deplete you and leave you with some unpaid bills that you didn't even know about, more than likely, they're going to just hop on to the next and the next. Whoever has the most money, they will sell their genitals to the highest bidder. Right? And guess what's going to happen too, which is another reason why you should never take the narc back. I don't care if they still look good or any of that. I don't care what it looks like. You should never have sex with them again. First of all, you should never even have contact with them again. And if you did have sex with them again, you better watch out, because you know what your shit gonna look like? It's gonna look like one of them motherfucking, like if you cut open a pomegranate, yeah, that's possibly delicious looking if it's an actual pomegranate, but if your shit look like a pomegranate, you fuck, bro. Your shit belong in the medical books, bro. Your shit, they gonna have some shit where the doctor called the whole team in and be like whispering to each other and snapping random photos and looking at it and poking at it and being like, what the hell happened down here, right? World War 1, 2, and 3 happened down that motherfucker. It's gonna be really, really bad. All polypy and purple and shit. You know, and not even like a cool purple. Like worse than a Barney purple. Like some shit that you hear in the art store. Your shit gonna be fuchsia or something. Ugh. So, no. The narc will sell their genitals to the highest bidder. Doesn't matter how old they are. It doesn't matter how young they are. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It doesn't matter if that person's infected with a disease. The narc's still not going to strap on a condom. They're still going to jump in there. Swimming in that dirty vagina or or licking on that dirty popsicle, hoping to run into a bag of money, right? That happens all the time. They will sell it to whoever. And it's just, I'm not going to say unfortunately it's not you. I'll say fortunately. It's unfortunate that you lost money dealing with their ass. But it's fortunate for you in a sense that you lost money, because that meant that they didn't want to deal with you anymore. So thank you. That's the only time I think in my life I will ever say going broke saved my life at that point in time. I'm no longer broke, obviously. I mean, I'm fine. But, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, when I was like trying to come up, man, that narc depleted every type of money that I had. So, the narcissist and money, again, guys, they did not leave you because someone was better than you, better looking, better in bed, cooked better, smelled better, long hair, short hair, light skin, dark skin, white, black, purple. Shit, they would fuck an alien that was just discovered that landed here last night in a pit in the middle of nowhere if that alien landed and money popped out of his spaceship. Okay? So, anyway, don't worry about it. Get yourself back together. My ex-narc keeps on hacking my bank accounts. He just literally stole $7 the other day from my Cash App account that was still locked when he stole it. $7. And it said to buy a PlayStation game instead of buying and investing in Valtrex for the mean case of herpes he got, and instead of buying some, Medicaid or something so that he can cure some symptoms from those AIDS. But so obviously he needed it more than me because he's a broke bitch. So I mean, hey, I'm not mad at this point. It's just sad. It's like, oh, that's sad. Anyway, it's all about the money, unfortunately, y'all. And you guys take care and have a happy Monday. Hope I made you laugh a little.